On Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, good Sunday evening, everyone. Tuesday is a 31 alert day as we are expecting a round of strong and severe thunderstorms coming through. A very similar sort of scenario to what we had a couple weeks ago, which means we could see some of the same results that we had. This is the latest on the severe weather risk area. It is highest to our west. As we take you across North Alabama, the risk does decrease, but it remains in place. We're looking at a level 1 or 2 depending on your location. Highest likelihood of seeing strong and severe storms will be out here towards the shoals. And then as everything comes eastward Tuesday evening into Tuesday night, that threat will likely diminish somewhat. It doesn't completely go away. This is kind of the latest on the timeline that we expect this all to roll on through, and this will be for the strong and severe thunderstorm activity coming on through between 7 and 10 p.m. if you're out here towards the shoals and northwest Alabama. Tuesday evening between 8 and 11, the I-65 corridor, that would include the Athens, Decatur, Huntsville area, Fayetteville, Tennessee, down to Coleman. And between, we'll say, a window of about 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. if you're over here in Sand Mountain, so Scottsboro to Guntersville to Fort Payne and all that area towards the Georgia border, that would be the timing that we are looking at this. Numbers could shift a little bit as far as the time of arrival and time of departure, but I think we're within probably a good 1 or 2 hour window of when we are anticipating that all this will come through and come together. Let's show you the latest of future radar. I'm going to go ahead and skip to Tuesday because we just don't have a whole lot going on between now and then. 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, waking up to overcast skies, but no precip yet. And in fact, most of the day Tuesday looks like it will be dry, with the first rain not showing up until maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon out here towards the Mississippi border. And what we do see develop initially, at this point we don't anticipate we'll carry a severe weather threat. What we do expect is a line of storms that will come on in that will pose a risk of seeing some severe weather. By the time we hit 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, that approaching and moving in from the west into the northwest corner of the state. Again, moving towards the Huntsville area by 10 p.m. or so on Tuesday evening. Notice the line fairly stout, so this will likely be a well-organized squall line coming on through. And even though just on paper, some of the severe weather parameters don't look particularly alarming here in North Alabama, once you get a well-developed squall line, that can kind of create its own environment. And so that risk of severe weather will be with us from I-65 and even points eastward. We are seeing indications, so this will come through pretty quick. So this is not going to be something that's going to linger 5-6 hours across the area. I'd say a good 3 or 4 hours and it will be in and out of here. And again, close to midnight or shortly thereafter, Tuesday night is when we expect this to be gone, with quiet but cooler weather coming in for midweek. This is a breakdown of the threats. Gusty wind, the main one, 50 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. There's a medium threat for that. But like we saw a couple weeks ago, there's going to be a lot of wind energy and a lot of spin available in the atmosphere. So we can't rule out just a brief spin up. Unlikely it would be anything more than that, just based on the overall severe weather setup. But with so much spin in the atmosphere, would not take much for a brief tornado. Again, kind of like what we saw a couple weeks ago. I don't think flooding will be a big concern, as again, this will come through fairly quickly and limit the overall rain totals. The other part of the forecast is wind gust outside of any thunderstorm activity. And as we hit Tuesday afternoon and evening, we may be talking wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour, a little bit higher, and that in and of itself could be enough to bring some trees down and cause some power outages. So those will be the main impacts that we'll be watching out of this next big weather maker. Tonight, it's just cold but quiet, again around freezing in the morning. From there, we'll warm up nicely. Early day clouds, afternoon sun. We kick back in a southerly breeze, and that will steadily warm us into the upper 50s by the lunch hour. And tomorrow afternoon, I am expecting temperatures about average for early March as we top out in the low and mid 60s for you Monday. Enjoy the calm tomorrow. Tuesday is our 31 alert day with storms coming in Tuesday evening into Tuesday night, some of those on the severe side. 73 degrees ahead of the storms. Behind them, we will get a little bit of a cool off, but we do return to quiet weather by midweek, back into the 50s for your highs. 60s are back Friday. Another weather maker coming in late this week into the weekend, not looking like a severe weather threat, but maybe some showers early into the weekend. And then don't forget the time change. We do spring forward this weekend. Set your clocks ahead by 1 hour.